Hey, I'm Kev, Mr. Cohen. Welcome back to V-Rally 4 has... We're going for punishment, I think, in these Extreme-Khana cars. We messed it up abysmally so many times in the last episode. We're going back to it, to Detroit for a new event. For, I think, a championship as well as we're going to the Air Force Base too. So we've got an American championship. It's going to cost us $1,000 to enter, but we could win 30,000, which would be very handy. We could maybe get a V-Rally Cross car as well. So I think we've got every other type of vehicle. That's the other one we want to get. So we can maybe enter this event in England afterwards. But we'll see. Let's head to America. So we're about for 3 laps as we get underway in Detroit. And this doesn't look like Ken Block's backyard, doesn't it? So we go over some jumps. Oh, we got some speed as well. I was almost off the edge. I'm liking this already, this track. It's tight, it's twisty, but there's enough room for some mistakes in it, looks like, which no doubt we will make, as we did last time out. We've got 5:11 to beat the leader's time, which we're close to in our last Extreme-Khana event. We just made way too many mistakes. I was in the wrong gear there for a moment. But there we go, some pace uphill. Bit too much on the brakes though. Handbrake coming to the rescue on a number of occasions already. That's where we're going. Going down. Not that down. Well, it's right where we were meant to be going, but not right in the way we did it. So we've cost ourselves 3 seconds, or well, I say 3 seconds, it's more like 10. Every time having to rebuild that momentum up, that flow. So I mentioned a lot with the Extreme Pro and the bikes, as I thought we hit a cone there, maybe we got additional time penalty. But it's definitely something that can apply to this event as well. Is it just 2 seconds off the pace? Shows you again we've got pace at this level. Just perhaps not the consistency. There we go. Out the corner. Maybe you got to look at car settings as well. I haven't really looked at that. Just been playing with default settings mostly, apart from the times I've shown how I adjust the cars for certain types of rallies and the different surfaces. But definitely got to think about for Extreme-Khana as well. Particularly the gearing, as you saw in Niger, it was in between places, the gearing. Seems to be good round here though. So there we go, that's nicely through that section. Now up the climb upwards. That's no, come on. No, come on again. I said we were maybe smashing the window, but again we've lost ourselves like 10 seconds up. That mistake. It's more like 5 seconds round here. That's again, a bit wide. Keep going into neutral as well. Gearing's deceiving me round here now. It's all very wide. Bit too heroic over that jump, and now we're 8.7 back. There we go, get the revs up, get accelerating again. That's much. We got that corner nailed. We got at least one corner nailed around there. This is good fun though. Liking this course, even though once again we're making so many mistakes. Just gonna say that again. We're costing ourselves like 5 seconds every lap. No, now the car won't brake. Yeah, definitely got to look at the settings for these cars after this. We're good around the Air Force base, that's what's deceiving me. Car handled nice around there, but everywhere else the brakes are locking. Gearing's in between places. I'm not getting that rear end round enough. So I wonder what's happening with the brake bias. There you go, that's how you're meant to smash the window and then we carry way too much speed. So we definitely have cost ourselves at least 10 seconds this lap. We've got to be so precise in this section. This reminds me of the Forza, the traffic, driving in between the traffic cones. That section. You've got to be careful not to take too much speed over that jump. That's it, nicely around the final corner. And time-wise, we beat the leader. Just all the mistakes and the penalties means we're in 6th. 3 drivers didn't even complete the course. That's a high rate of failure, third of the field. So after that, we're down in 6th, but we've still got another event to go, as there's quite a lot of bodywork repairs to do, but we don't really have the money. If we want to earn something with these events, we can't afford to repair the car, and it's only the bumper. You know, it'd probably give us, you know, better downforce or whatever at the rear. You know, make us go straight, faster in a straight line. We have less weight on the car now, you know, to drag us down. So we rev it up. Got 4:52 to beat. 2 laps round. Of course, we are familiar with. This was probably our best course so far as well, the Extreme-Khana courses. Even though it's not my favourite, Detroit was my favourite so far out of all the Extreme-Khana courses. Maybe I'll grow to love Cape Town as well. Short, fast blast. We definitely do feel at home around this Air Force Base track. Look at it, we're just flowing through the corners. We've got this fast section, got the now our braking note. Oh, I definitely did do that. You can really carry the speed. That's what I love about Detroit the most, just the variety, which this Air Force Base course does have. And it's got the big jumps. Everything about this track is so big compared to almost the total opposite to Detroit, which is all about being so small. So yeah, definitely loving the American tracks. Niagara's definitely the least favourite so far, but that's just because I'm abysmal around it. Definitely has lots on offer, lots to show. So we nailed the landing, just about. We go under the helicopter. There we go, now we can leave. And about this bigness of this Air Force Base, that's why it's all wide as well. That's maybe why I'm so good round it, feels like. So I almost chuck it into the bows. It's because it is so wide. It's very difficult to hit things around it. This is all, even with that mistake, it was pretty clear. With any objects. So I got 11 seconds up. We were just matching the pace of everyone else at the other courses. We're ahead of everyone around it. Again, it might just be an opponent thing around it as well. Being a bit easier. Now, the only mistakes we're making are very minor. Let's look at this flow through that section. Nicely, no. And through that section, keeping it in second, I think. I have actually lost count of the gears, really, but I'm just going off sound, going off if we're in the rev range from what I can hear. Seems like we are. Let's go on to the back straight now. Put it right to the open section, hairpin. And the handbrake on, wait for the jets to go overhead. For the balloons to be released as well. That was almost a disaster. I have to say, this helicopter pilot's pretty patient. Hovering around there for like 5 minutes. Every event. I would have got bored and just flown off, honestly. Obviously got him paid well, probably. Yeah, can you just hover there for 5 minutes? For around an hour, well, compared to just, you know, an hour in total. Where everyone else just, you know, drives under you. Oh yeah, sure, that sounds alright. We'll pay you in the American dream, so that's priceless. Just like that, victory as well. That's how you do an Extreme-Khana event. Smash the opposition. And we're up to third in the podium place. We just missed out on victory, do we? We do. But that is a good prize money as well. Chassis upgrade too. That's more like it. And look at all these events getting unlocked now. We're going to do the V-Rally Cross. Do a buggy event in Bolivia, Extreme-Khana in Niger, the hill climb in China. Okay, so we haven't done a hill climb event yet. Good prize money as well, 25,000. I'm tempted to do that, but before we do that, as we've got payday in 1 day, let's go across to our dealers and let's look at the V-Rally Cross. And let's get the Renault Alpine A310. As we unlock a Ford Fiesta ST RX, a Honda Civic Turbo as well, the Mini Countryman RX. So we're very happy with that. So now we've got cars for all the different types, all 5 different types. We didn't look at recruitment last time as well, that was pretty poor from us. So we've got head mechanic, we've got an engineer, we've got mechanics as well, an agent. And that's a head engineer as well in Cyprus. Let's take a look at this agent. What do? Decreases the price of cosmetic parts, but it's not as good as our agent who already does that. So we'll not upgrade the agent. Mechanic though. You've got a level 3 mechanic. But what do we lose? So you lose exhaust, chassis, suspension and tyres. But we gain on bodywork, electronics and radiator and gearbox. I think it's worth it. Bit of a salary increase as well. Then engineer. So again, we've got a level 3 engineer. And again, it kind of evens out. We lose an engine, radiator, gearbox and suspension, but we gain in bodywork, electronics, tyres, brakes, radiator. I think it's worth swapping Sophie Jones out. Welcome to the team, Manu. We've got head engineer in Cyprus, but not as good as our head engineer already. And then the head mechanic as well, again not as good as our head mechanic. We lose so much out on gearbox and engine. Only really gaining exhaust and bodywork. Gearbox and engine a bit more important, I feel. So we can head to the V-Rally Cross in Mount Rainier Or we can do the hill climb in China, or the V-Rally cross in China. Shall we do the V-Rally cross? So we are revving it up. Let's get underway. From third, but we dive into the lead into the first corner. Very wide first corner as well, that left-hander. Oh, we've got to watch out for this left. Got on the power. We can take the Joker up in front, or we can just take this route. No! Rear is gone. We're going to power through on the grass. Not sure it's working though. So we're down to last. Well, there goes our chance at victory. Well, the thing loves third gear. Rear end loves sliding as well. That's how we've got to avoid a couple of cars. We're up to fourth. So on to the second lap. Get the Vipers out as well. Need to see where I'm going. So chasing down a podium. We're going to take the Joker that this time. Oh, that's an Extreme-Khana. We'll get going out of it. Still in fourth. But most importantly, we've done the Joker as well. That seemed a bit safer than normal route though. Might want to take the Joker every lap. No, the rear goes again. Get off the barrier. This is a difficulty with building a powerful engine in basically a bathtub. It is very difficult to control that rear end. It's not all very well balanced cars. You see it to your end, but that's what made them spectacular. Having that rear end sliding out all the time. We go into this right-hander. Not the biggest fan of this course, I say, but it's because I'm not used to the car as well. And these are slippery conditions, very tricky conditions to get used to this machine in. There we go, 40 seconds, that's more like it. And we are catching third. Or have they just done their Jokers that way? I think they might have just done their Joker, that's why. We are gaining, looks like. And you're gaining on second as well. First might be way up the road though. So we go for the inside. Take that podium place. There we go, under 40 seconds now. There we go, good drive off the first corner as well. Can we dive for second? Oh, we can. Major dive bomb. So it's worked out. We've got second. Oh, and there's the leader that goes out just ahead of us. Oh, can we complete the comeback from last to first? Didn't think I was doing that challenge in today's video. Yes, I am. I saw the leader a bit slow as well. There we go, 39 seconds now. Trying to get the sub 39 second lap. They're just rolling off the brakes and onto the power much better. Now, trying to get in control of that weight transfer. As I said, very difficult with these cars. We're right behind first. It's the final lap. We've got to dive, surely. We've got the chance to also mess up this section very slow. But we've got the run towards the line. We've got the inside. No! God damn it. I think I screwed that up. I should have won. Should have won. So good prize money from that. We get to... We had 6,000. So we get to more than double what we had. Here come the salaries though. So back down to 10, just around 11,000. So next time out, we'll be looking at the hill climb in China. The Extreme-Khana event in Niger. Probably won't be looking at that. The buggy event in Bolivia, hopefully in the dry. Back to Detroit for the Extreme-Khana. Or we could do some V-Rally course around Mount Rainier. And that's a heat race as well. And then we got a final. So, interesting choices. Next time, let's also look at recruitment as well. Let's got event coordination agent. So this will reduce the entry fees for participating in big events even more. That could be interesting. Oh, it's got head mechanic in Kenya. Not as good as our current head mechanic though. Got an engineer in Japan. So that reduces brakes and bodywork, but increases exhaust and suspension and radiator and gearbox slightly. No, I don't think it's worth it. Same with that head engineer in Cyprus. And then there's a mechanic in Norway who could maybe hire. There you go, you can improve the engine and chassis. We're losing gearbox, exhaust, electronics and bodywork though. Shall we replace them? We also save $3. Every little helps, you know? And let's also look at the info board. So we've got our financial report. Oh, we don't want to look at the financial report either. And look at crew management. And then also look at the garage as well. Look at if we've got any upgrades. Haven't got any for the hill climb. Haven't got any for the rally car. What about the Extreme-Khana car? Oh, we've got upgrades all over the place for our Honda. So, what do we want to upgrade? The gearbox. Definitely want to improve the gearbox. That's been pretty bad. Exhaust as well. The brakes is not worth upgrading. Bodywork, not worth upgrading. Tyres, we could maybe upgrade the tyres. God, we're running out of money fast, aren't we? Oh, radiator, definitely got to upgrade that. And then acceleration, the engine. I think that's it. I think that's what we're going to upgrade. What about for the rally cross car? I haven't done enough yet. What about for the buggy? Not much. So, done all our management stuff. We're in a new week. We've got 7 days to earn quite a lot more money than we've got now. We've really are starting at the bottom now. We're scraping the barrel again. But I hope you enjoyed. Very up and down. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.